To get to the point where you actually change your consciousness, where you can actually evolve or change your mind, change your thought patterns, or become happy, you need to let go of the garbage first. Now, why is that? Well, as Guruji's saying, if all of your thoughts, they're producing all of these neurotransmitters, right? If you're actively mentally engaged all the time, positive, delusional, negative thoughts, just a lot of thoughts. They're always keeping your mind active and never in stillness. You're utilizing a lot of energy. A lot of power is being stored up to the point where there's maybe not even enough energy, not enough power to even sustain your physical form. You see a lot of people who are mentally disturbed, who have a lot of ADD, ADHD, who have a lot of mental instability, often age very quickly, or often come along with a host of physiological disorders. I mean, science has perpetuated and recognizes, talks about it even, the mind body connection. Science knows that there's a relationship to the thoughts we think and our health. What is stored in our mind, our beliefs, our morality, our ethics, our wants, our desires, what motivates us, what gets us out of bed in the morning, all these different things have an effect on our physical health. They see how a perceived stress, even if a stress doesn't actually exist, how a perceived stress can create a host, a cascade of problems throughout your whole body. And like I said, the greatest cause of inflammatory problems today, right? The greatest cause of most of the chronic diseases that you see that exist and are so prevalent nowadays are all inflammation related. And one of the greatest sources of inflammation is stress. And stress is not physical. Stress is a mental state. It is a state of mind. You can't go out in the world and find anything that has stress, that doesn't have a mind. You can't buy stress from the supermarket. You can't buy stress from a car dealership. You can't hunt it or seek it or forage it in nature. Stress doesn't exist anywhere except in the perception of the mind. And the greatest cause of stress for everybody on this planet is because they are not in tune with their spirit. They're living a life that they don't want to live. And that consciousness that wants to express itself through them wants to live life in a certain way so badly, so desperately. And because of this mental construct, this perceptual construct that we are living and limiting ourselves to, these ideologies that we have been handed down, right? These perceptions or views of life that we have not even curated by ourselves, but are rather curated by the masses and infused within us through even just the relational consciousness of those all around us, the vibration, by just living and existing in a society of people who believe these things. So when you actually start living your life, when you start becoming an independent person, you're no longer a child who depends on the mother and father and has that comfort in knowing that they're taken care of. Now you're out on your own. Now you're out finding your happiness, finding your peace. And everything that you've been taught to believe or handed down through the consciousness of all those around you are not doing anything for you. They are creating more confusion. They are creating more disharmony within your being. Stress is simple. Stress is you are doing things that you don't want to be doing and not doing things that you want to be doing. That's stress. That's all that stress is. Stress has nothing to do with the amount of work you have. It has nothing to do with how busy you are. It has nothing to do with anything but the fact that you are doing things that you don't want to be doing. And you have no connection to that deeper mind, that super consciousness, that divine presence, to really feel the spirit and to be able to tell what the soul wants, what consciousness wants. Guruji says all the time, it's like, how can you know that you are following your destiny? How can you know that you are following your life's purpose? How do you know you are following the path that consciousness and life wants for you? That consciousness, that infinite consciousness, wants to experience of life through you. And then people also, because they're so used to everything being defined by society, by science, by our education, by everybody around us, that everything is material and finite. So we start to think that even the things that we wanted yesterday should still be relevant today. That the person we were 10 years ago, the same thoughts and beliefs and ideologies, because we believe that to be who we are, they must match with who we are right now. Because we're this physical being with this mind and this body that doesn't change much throughout our lifetime, even though it's supposed to. When consciousness is evolved, it does. But when it's not, it doesn't change much. It stays the same. And so, just by the association of memory, we start to feel that I like the color blue when I was 10, I should still like it now. I wanted to be a doctor when I started this program, and now I still should want to be a doctor. It's getting hard. I'm unhappy and I don't like where this is going. I don't even like doing what I'm doing, but I should still do it because at one point in time, I really wanted to do this. People are taught, have children. Children will make you happy. A lot of people have children who don't really want children. A lot of people have children who don't even take care of them, who want nothing to do with them, but that's just what you do in life. You have kids. You earn lots of money. You get the nice car. You get the big house. You earn enough money, you can shop at Whole Foods every day and eat good food and still suffer in terms of your health. Awareness is pure potentiality when it's uninhibited by thought and emotion. It is freedom. It is pure consciousness.